Hey everybody! I know it's been a while, so I'm not going to waste time explaining what happened. I was just busy. This product that I'm going to talk about today is called the Revlon photoready eyeshadow palette, I think. It looks like this. I believe I've showed it to you before, but I did not show it to you in this color. I showed you this one in the color Renaissance. I believe it was in a haul. I think it was a haul video, yeah, that I did. That I had this in there, or that I said I just got it and I was going to try it out. I cannot remember, honestly. It was a while ago. But this is in the color Renaissance 515, and you can see the one that I have right now that I'm going to talk about is Bohemian in the color 530. So you can see that there. Now I've tried this one before and I didn't like it. So I was a little hesitant to try this one because of how much I disliked this one. But I figured out that the reason I disliked this one is because of just pretty much the colors. Like, I love purple eyeshadow palettes. I have so many. I'll just have to show you sometime, like, just go through all of them and maybe even review them just so you guys can see that. But the colors that it came with, the first one, which is this big one in the middle, right here, is this really, it's sparkly charcoal gray kind of color. And I don't think the colors have names. Let me see. No. Okay, they just have numbers. I didn't like it. It was too dark. And it was because it was so dark, you couldn't even tell that, like, this next color up here in the middle, which is the purple, like, you couldn't even see the purple. Because the purple is also very dark. It's this one right here. You see how dark that is? It's super dark. It's practically there's a charcoal color. They're like the same. You can't. They look totally different in the palette, but when you swatch them and you're actually wearing them on your eyes, like they just all mush together. But this highlight color is really pretty. This highlight color that they give you. But you can't see it. You can't even see it on me, I bet. It's very, very hard to see. And this primer too that they give you, this down here is the primer, and this goes on top like glitter. But this primer, again, also I could take that or leave it. You can't even see it. But you're not supposed to see a primer technically, but it's just not a good primer too. I used it and I was not impressed at all. I would rather just use my own primer. Like, what's the point of putting one in here? It doesn't even work. And then the glitter on top too, that's kind of pointless. Like, you can't even tell that there's glitter on top because this is all so like dark and jumbled up. Long story short, I didn't like it. But I couldn't complain too much because I didn't pay for it. It was a free sample I got. So besides that, I was just not ready to try another one. But I've been looking and looking for this color right here. This blue, teal, turquoise color, whatever you call it. I've been looking all over for something like this. This specific color in a drugstore brand. Because I know they got it like crazy at Sephora and Ulta, but those are going to cost more. So I was looking for this in the drugstore. I looked in CoverGirl, I looked in Maybelline and L'Oreal, and I didn't see one that I liked. Like, I saw some, but I was like, oh, these probably aren't going to show up that good. But then I decided to give this one a try, just because it had the other colors that I wanted to. Because I was going to pair this with the blue. I mean, with the brown. This blue with the brown, which it already comes with. So I figured I might as well get it, because that's what I want anyway. So let me swatch it for you really quick before I show you exactly how it wears. What I got here is, this is the blue. You see that? Very, very pigmented blue. Love it. Let me see what else. Okay, the brown. Good brown. But, you know, I didn't really need a brown. I have tons of browns already. But it's just nice to have it in there conveniently. What I really love, that I wasn't expecting to love so much, is this right here. This highlight color, you can see in there, it's like a peachy pink color. I love it. This, let me show it to you. Oh, it's beautiful. I been wearing this more often than I've been wearing this blue. It's great. I could put it all over my lid, or I can put it just in the corner. It's so good. It's so pretty. I love it. So what I've been doing is I've been putting, what do I have? This color actually is as a good base. It's not a good primer, but it's a good base to just put over. If you already put your own primer, then put this base on top, and then you start working your other colors in. But this is pretty much does what it's supposed to do, I guess. Primer first. So, but it doesn't really help with creases and anything, so you definitely do have to use your own primer beforehand. So you put this on. I put this, well actually before I put any of the anything from this palette on, I use my own neutral color first. It's this color right here from my Stila Written in the Stars eyeshadow palette that I got for Christmas. So this color, as you can see, I've already hit pan on there because I use it all the time in almost every look that I do. It's just a really, really great neutral like tan color, but it has this shimmer in it that's really nice. It's not overpowering. So I put that first on all over. When I'm done with that, I go in and I put this blue on the outer edges, and then I put this pink in the inner corner. And then after that, you can just do whatever you want, really. I don't have to put a highlight. I never do, but you could. And I put on my eyeliner. So let's just get to that. I'll show you really quick. So of course, before you do anything, you're going to want to put on your eyeshadow primer. This is Urban Decay Primer Potion, Eyeshadow Primer Potion, in the color Regular, if that's what it's called. I'm not quite sure. So you just want to put that all over first. Not a big deal. On both of them. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on, like I said, this. I'm actually going to use the little applicator that came with it because it does the job just fine. So here's the base, like I said, that it came with. This one right here. So I'm putting that on. I'm just going to put it on all over the lid. Just, yeah, the entire lid. And you don't have to be neat about it because I'm going to blend it out anyway. Ooh, I'm getting some blue. That's from the other side. But, yeah, so just want to be careful. If you're going to use this applicator that you don't have anything from another color getting in there. So you just go in and put that all over. And I don't know about you guys, but when I do my makeup, I do one eye, one eye, one eye, one eye, like each color on each eye first. Like I know some people do like the entire eye here, and then they go and do the entire other eye, but if I do that, I know I'm going to forget a step. I always do. So I just do all the gold in here, all the gold in here, then move on, and so on and so forth. So I did that. I'm going to put my favorite base on right now. This is the Soho concealer. This is actually a concealer brush, a Soho concealer brush, but if you can see it, it's just a regular. It'll work for this too. So sorry about all that noise. There's like fireworks going off in the background. So I'm just going to put this on all over again. Really good. Get it all over. Okay. Again, don't have to be too neat. Ow! Sorry, my dog's scared of the fireworks. He's kind of scratching at me. Yeah, you don't have to take too much time and be neat about this because we're just going to blend it out anyway. That's why I don't get why. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Where everyone needs like 50 different brushes and stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to get to the blue. So I'm using this applicator that it came with because it works really well. You don't have to, you can use your own brush of course, but I don't find that I need to. So, you know, you just pretty much like pack it on. You don't have to be scared because it blends out really easy. If you put too much, you can definitely go over it and get rid of some of it. But I also like that you can build it up a lot. Shh, quiet. Sorry, he's really scared. So put that on. Again, on the other eye. Same deal. You don't have to worry about fallout either too much, because it's more of a, not a, what do you call it? It's almost like a cream based shadow. I mean, there is some fallout, but it's not as bad as like the regular pressed shadows. Something about this formula that's different. So again, like if you do too much blue, not a problem, you can fix it later. And if you don't do enough, you can add more. I forgot to mention the other color that I'm going to use. It's not from this palette. The brown is fine, but I really like this one better from my Stila palette. It's this like coppery color right here. And not too much either. I just tapped it in there, and I'm going to tap it off too. You don't want too much, because this really goes a long way. So this, I'm just slipping it in the crease right there. And I really like the way this looks instead of the brown that it came with. The brown is fine, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it kind of turns a little grayish once it gets in there mixed with the other colors. This holds its, this is like a coppery bronze color, and this holds its color even when it's on top of the other ones. So I really like it. And it mixes well too, even though it's not cream based like the other ones from the Revlon palette. It'll still blend very well, I mean. Okay, so we got that going. Fix that a little. And then I'm going to use the color that I told you about, this really, really pretty peachy pink color, right up here. So you get some of that on there. Doesn't matter how much, because again, you can build this up. And I'm putting it right, sorry, I don't know if you can see that, right in my inner corner. And it looks really cool. So yeah, they really want you to use this as a highlight because that's where it's positioned on the palette. But like I said, it looks really great in the corner. Even like on your whole eyelid, if you wanted to, it would look good. So that's that for the shadow. Can you see? I'm not quite sure what the lighting is like, how it's going to turn up on camera, but let me see what you can see. And for this look, because the eyes are like not crazy, but you know, the blue's a little more bold than normal than I would wear every day. I have worn it to work though, and it looked really good. So I'm going to just go ahead and use a regular brown eyeliner. You can use, of course, a black one if you really want to stand out. That would be great at night. Or, I'm not quite sure what else you would use, but the brown works really well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on right now. Sorry, my little dog is getting scared. These fireworks are too much for him. So, I know I'm kind of breaking some rules, but this is how I do my eyeliner. And they say don't tug at your eyelashes because premature wrinkles and whatnot, but I kind of can't do it any other way. Like, it's difficult for me. So, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to advise that you guys do it this way, but if you are having trouble, maybe this will help. I don't know. I know when I first started doing eyeliner, like I had a lot of trouble getting in there. Calm down. And I started tugging at him, and it worked for me. But I know everyone else. But the reason why I had trouble was because everyone told me not to tug, and I was like, well, then how am I supposed to do it? You'll figure out what works for you. Oh, smudge. And of course, I always like to wing out my eyeliner. Not crazy, but I like to have it winged out. And that's that. Now, again, you can obviously, I don't like to do mascara in the summer too much, unless I'm really going like at summer special, but for the most part I don't. So you can definitely, though, spice it up with some mascara. Maybe, like I said, a black eyeliner would look nice. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry for my dog, he's a little, you want to meet him? I don't think I've shown him before. on this channel. This is Fraser. Everybody say hi. Say hi to Fraser. He's really scared right now because of the fireworks. So please excuse any of the barking in the video and any of me like trying to calm him down. This is a tough time for dogs everywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments, ask questions. I will definitely answer any questions you have about this and oops, and my process, my routines, anything you have a question about, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching. Bye.